back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Melanie. I'm a financial analyst, and today's video is going to be 10 money habits that will change your life. So on this channel, if you're new here, we do side hustles, passive income, entrepreneurship, and all things money. And if you are a return viewer, thank you for clicking on this video. Let's get right into number one. Number one is budget down to the penny. So what does that mean? That means that if you're having trouble with your budget and it's kind of a loose budget, or you don't have a budget at all, budget all the way down to the penny. Account for every penny that you spent for the whole month. So if you want to do the first month like a sample, and then do the second month with like a budgeting software and start taking out unnecessary expenses, then I would go that route. So the first month you can say, okay, I'm gonna record everything I spend. I'm not gonna change anything. All the way down to the penny, record every dollar, every cent that you spend. And then sit down, analyze your budget and say, okay, well, I spend too much at fast food, or I spend too much at Starbucks, or whatever the case is, or I spend too much on gas. Maybe I should stop driving everywhere, or cut down on places that I go because I'm just going places to shop more. There's multiple ways that you can look at your budget and analyze it and then take things out that are costing you your savings. Or some people don't save at all, and then they see their budget on paper and they say, wow, I could be saving all this money that I'm wasting. So you could do this one of two ways. You could use a budgeting app if you're like on the go all the time and you want to use your phone. Some of the most popular budgeting apps that have a mobile app are Rocket Money, Mint, Personal Capital, Good Budget, Pocket Guide, and Zeta. So according to NerdWallet, these are the most popular budgeting apps that you could get. And if you're more of a computer person and you like to just wait till the end of the month and then print out all your statements or your bank statement or whatever it is to record it, you can go to Etsy and then purchase and then download a budgeting spreadsheet. And then this will kind of help you see every single month. You know, you're gonna have a budget every month. So if you're more of a computer person and you want to see something on a larger screen and you can type in your numbers, or you can download all of the expenses from your credit card or your bank and then filter them into the spreadsheet, then you can do that too. Number two is automate everything. Whatever bill you can automate. So you know you're gonna pay your mortgage or your rent every month on the same day, automate that. You know you're gonna pay your cable bill and your cell phone and your utilities on the same day, automate those as well. So any bill that's always due on the same day, like your car payment and your car insurance, always have those automated to come out of your checking account, or just to be safer, some people use their credit card in case one of those companies makes a mistake and takes out too much money, and then all the other stuff in your checking account bounces. But you could do one or two things. You could have it all come out of your checking, or have it all come out of a credit card that you just set up to use for those items. But having all of this automated really frees up your brain for more stuff that you can be thinking about throughout the month, more financial stuff, instead of all of this standard financial things that you can just automate anyway. So that is number two. Definitely automate the things that are standard, that are gonna happen every month, so that you can worry about the money things that are either surprises or they're like one-offs and they don't happen every month. So here is a spreadsheet that I like to use that I got from Etsy. And I like to budget with this every month. It's really simple. It gives you charts. All you do is plug in the dollar amount that you spend, sign it an account, and then go from there. Number three is Amazon. Watch out for Amazon. You could fall into an Amazon trap like many of us did during 2020 and 2021, when it was almost the only place open to shop. So what a lot of people did was used Amazon for their everything store because all the other stores were closed, and they kind of fell into this Amazon trap because it's so easy to buy everything on Amazon because Amazon has everything. Amazon even has groceries now, so you can order groceries, get them sent to your house, and do it on Amazon. But don't let Amazon be its own line item in your budget. So if you have to buy household stuff from Amazon or groceries from Amazon or whatever the case may be, definitely when you go to your spreadsheet, split out those charges to your household stuff or to your groceries. But sometimes we can get carried away with Amazon and we can buy way too much stuff when we're not taking account of how much stuff we're spending each month. So for me, I use a budgeting app, and some of it is dedicated just to calculate how much money I've spent on Amazon so far in the month. So set up a budget for Amazon and say, well, I'm only going to spend $100 a month on Amazon stuff. And you don't have to categorize it. You don't have to say, I'm only going to spend $100 in groceries on Amazon, or $100 in clothes, or $100 whatever. So just decide what is the maximum that you are willing to spend on Amazon in a 30-day period. So if it's $100, as soon as you hit that $100, if it's just the 15th of the month, you know that you cannot buy anything else on Amazon at all. And if you buy something that's $100, then that is the only thing that you can buy on Amazon. Number 4 is identify what you need versus what you want. So a lot of people that I see have budgeting issues because they budget in a lot of stuff that they want, and the stuff that they need is kind of hanging out there, and it just gets paid for through extra money that they have that could have been saved. So when you need something, or when you see, okay, I need to make this purchase, just see, oh, is it something that I really need to buy, or is it something that I really want to buy? So if it's a $200 pair of shoes, just decide, do I really need this $200 pair of shoes over paying my utilities, or over paying my car note, or over sending that $200 to my savings account this month? Number 5, don't spend close to what you have. So what do I mean by that? I mean that if you make $10,000 a month, then don't spend $9,500 in expenses and stuff that you want to buy, because then you only have $500 left over to save or to put in an emergency fund or whatever. Always spend lower than what your income is, but make sure it's a decent amount lower. So what most people do is when they get a raise, they say, oh, I can spend more money. I can buy a better car. I can shop at better stores and buy more expensive clothes. I can buy another car and have 3 or 4 cars because now I make more money. Or why don't you create a bigger gap between what you make and what you spend? Number 6, we talked about this in another video, and it is the 48-hour purchase hold. It really works for people who just shop all the time and think that they need everything that they see out in the world. Remember, companies' jobs are to advertise to you and get you to buy their stuff, whether you absolutely need their stuff or not. So this 48-hour hold is something that I do all the time with purchases that are categorized in the want category. Obviously, I pay for stuff that I absolutely need, and then 48-hour hold for stuff that I want. Number 7 is pay yourself first. When you go to work for you so that you can earn money. So when you get that paycheck every 2 weeks, the money, like the taxes for the government, already comes out. So you already pay the government. But now you have to pay yourself. Out of whatever you get take home, then decide how much you're gonna save. This is where the budget is gonna come in handy. So I would say pay yourself first, throw that money in the savings account, and now it's gone, it's already saved. So number 8 is make a 12-week plan of how much you wanna save. So whatever your savings goal is, you can divide that into 12 weeks and then deposit savings that are equal to that amount divided by 12 into your savings account, and then that is how you save. Again, the budgeting app or the budgeting spreadsheet is going to help you figure out how much money you can actually save. Don't be crazy with it. If you make $30,000 a year and you want to save $1 million in 12 weeks, that doesn't mathematically work out, so that should not be one of your goals. Make sure that your 12-week savings goal makes sense. So I kind of got this idea from the 12-week plan. I read this book. It was great, and it tells you that you can divide your goal into a system of 12 weeks. So it basically says that yes, you have a goal, but you need to design a system in order to get to that goal. And then this time frame is short enough so that we won't be bogged down with rushing to do the task, but also it's not too long so we won't forget about the goal altogether. Number 9 is the 5-year question. The 5-year question is when you have a big ticket item that you're considering buying, Ask yourself if you're gonna like this in 5 years. Is it gonna last for 5 years? Is it gonna be of the same value? Probably not in 5 years. So if you find a $400 pair of shoes, ask yourself, am I gonna like this pair of shoes in 5 years? Am I gonna wanna wear it in 5 years? If you're buying this $400 pair of shoes for your kid, are they gonna fit it in 5 years? The answer is definitely no, because they're growing. So this technique works with bigger items that you probably don't need. So first figure out if you need it, and then go into the 5-year question. Am I gonna need this car in 5 years? Do I need it right now? Absolutely. If I absolutely need it right now, then buy it, then trade it in 5 years. But if you absolutely don't need it now, and you're probably not gonna want it in 5 years, then I'm definitely not gonna buy this car and spend extra money on this car. So definitely look at this one, because it will help you to stop making bad money decisions. And the last one, and this one is gonna kind of make some people be like, well, how? Number 10 is make more money. So sometimes it's not the way you budget your money, sometimes it's that you don't make enough money. So for example, if you work at Kmart and you make $30,000 a year somehow, and your dream house is this house right here, it's $800,000, then you're not gonna be able to buy that house right now, even with really tight budgeting and saving and things like that. Well, you're gonna have to save for a long time. That house, not attainable on that amount of money, on that salary. Definitely consider, maybe instead of tightening my budget all the way down and using 1 square of toilet paper a day, maybe I should be making more money. So this is where your side hustle is gonna come in. This is where something like passive income is gonna come in to help you push your income up and kind of match with the expenses that we have today. Especially right now with inflation, it's all over the place on every purchase, especially groceries, and that is a necessity because you need to eat food. Or definitely consider making more money by getting an extra job that's a side hustle, or even looking at your job functions and seeing if there is another company that'll pay you more to do the same thing. Anyway, those are the 10 money habits that will change your life. Give this video a like if you like content like this. Comment down below. Let me know which one of these you're gonna try, or which one of these you've already been trying to get your budget together. And the algorithm thinks that you should watch this video right here. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.